You ever have those mornings where you walk into the shop and the air just smells like possibilities and maybe a little bit of high grade hydraulic fluid? Happy Monday, May 25th. We are deep into 2026. And if you aren't excited about what's happening in the dirt and the sawdust right now, you might need to check your pulse.
Or at least check your caffeine levels. It's officially a holiday weekend, but I know you, Tiger. You've probably been out here since 5 o'clock a.m. trying to convince a piece of walnut to do something it didn't want to do.
It was 5:30, and the walnut won, if you must know. I ended up with a very expensive pile of toothpicks. But that's the beauty of it, right? Every time you turn the lights on, you're either making something or you're learning why you can't. Today, though, we're talking about moving fast. I mean laser fast. HSG dropped their new GT series lasers. Now, I'm a guy who likes a handsaw, but seeing these things move, it's like watching a hummingbird with a grudge. They've squeezed out efficiency levels that make the old tech look like a horse and buggy.
Is this where you tell me that a robot is going to take over your job, or are we still safe for another week?
Oh, the robots can have the repetition. That's what's cool about the InduSuite Octopus software ESAB just put out. It's for weld sequencing. Think of it like a GPS for your TIG torch. It validates the weld in real time. It's like having a master fabricator looking over your shoulder whispering, "Hey, don't warp the flange, doofus," before you even strike the arc.
Doofus is a very Tiger-specific technical term, but seriously, for a high-production shop, that's huge. It's about not wasting material. Speaking of metal, you're usually the first person to complain when someone asks you to weld aluminum. You say it's like trying to staple two puddles together.
It is. It's fussy, it's temperamental, and it's got a scum layer that wants to ruin your day. But Lincoln Electric's new AlumaFab system, they're trying to take the finicky out of it. It's designed for high volume. They fixed the wire feed consistency, which is usually the part that makes most grown men cry in a welding mask.
Well, we'll see if it passes the Tiger Grumpy test in a few months. But let's shift gears. We're talking about high-end industrial tech, but there are a lot of people listening who are just trying to get their foot in the door of the trades. And the 2026 stats are looking actually pretty incredible.
It's a different world. I was reading about Gemma down in Edinburgh. She's 22, almost done with her plumbing and gas apprenticeship. She's out there dismantling the crusty old man stereotype one P-trap at a time. It's not just about turning a wrench anymore. It's about being a technician.
And the barrier to entry is getting lower if you know where to look. I saw the PHCC Educational Foundation just announce their scholarship pool. We're talking $18,000 across 75 different scholarships.
Listen to me. If you're an apprentice and you aren't applying for this, you're basically leaving a brand new set of packouts sitting on the sidewalk for someone else to grab.
Exactly. $2,400 per scholarship. That's your tools. That's your gas for the first year. That's a massive head start. There's no reason to struggle through the starving artist phase of a trade when organizations are literally trying to hand you a ladder.
It's the mogul mindset, Alex. Whether you're a plumber or a wood turner, you have to treat it like a business from day one. Which brings us to the Shopify trends for this year. I'll be honest, don't laugh, but tufted rugs are blowing up.
Tiger, are you telling me you're going to start making fuzzy rugs for the shop?
Hey, my knees aren't what they used to be. But seriously, tufted rugs and resin jewelry, they're high margin, low overhead. You can start in a spare bedroom and the perceived value is huge because they look so incredibly tactile.
It's about that value ladder. We see it in the TigerDen community all the time. You start with something small, maybe a $20 impulse buy, like a resin keychain, and you work that customer up to a $500 custom commission. But you can't do that just by posting a blurry photo on the internet anymore.
No, the pretty picture era of Instagram is dead and buried. In 2026, you've got to use the product tags, you've got to do the live shopping events. It's basically the home shopping network, but you're the star, the cameraman, and the shipping department. It's exhausting, but it's how people are actually building brands now.
It's the live part that scares people. They're afraid they're going to mess up on camera.
I mess up on camera every week. That's why people watch. They want to see what happens when the glue doesn't set or the drill bit snaps. It makes you a human, not a corporate logo.
Speaking of messing up, let's talk DIY. It's a long weekend. People are itching to build something. What's the project of the week from the community?
We've had two big ones. First, the ultimate game night table. Everyone wants that heirloom quality poker or D&D hub. But here's the thing. Everyone obsesses over the wood species or the cup holders. The real monster is the rail upholstery.
The padding around the edge?
Yeah, it looks easy until you're trying to stretch vinyl around a curved corner without it looking like a wrinkled mess. It's the difference between a table that looks like it came from a high-end casino and one that looks like it was built in a frat house basement.
And for the people who aren't ready to commit to a 4 by 8 foot piece of furniture,
The classic cutting board, but we're pushing people toward end grain techniques this year. Everyone's seen a flat sawn board, but when you start playing with those geometric end grain patterns, it's like woodworker's alchemy. People look at it and can't figure out how the bricks are floating.
you did a live stream on this last night, didn't you? The Sunday night live recap?
I did. And you know what the biggest takeaway was? It wasn't the fancy joinery, it was shop organization. I spent 20 minutes just talking about where I put my sandpaper.
Riveting content, Tiger. Truly.
Laugh all you want. But if you spend 40 minutes looking for your 220 grit, you aren't building, you're just walking in circles. You can't reach mastery if your workspace looks like a tornado hit a hardware store. That's the TigerDen way. We simplify the boring stuff so we can spend more time on the fun stuff.
I think that's a perfect place to leave it. Whether you're looking to master the trade, scale your mogul business, or just survive a weekend project without losing a thumb, the path is there.
It really is. And look, if you're listening to this and you're on the fence about starting that side hustle or applying for that apprenticeship, just do one thing today. Open the browser, buy the wood, fill out the form. The only project that's guaranteed to fail is the one you never put on the bench.
Deep thoughts from the man in the apron. What are you building this week? Tag us in your shop photos. Seriously. We want to see the good, the bad, and the oops.
Especially the oops. Those are my favorites. Until next time, keep your tools sharp and your mind open. We'll see you in the den.